Good morning, everybody, and welcome to my live trading session for Academy55 members only. You get to see this live. For everybody else, we'll get to see the recording at some time later on today. But this is part of the deal. When you become an Academy55 paid premium member, you get to see the live trading. And today we're on Thursday, the 8th of February. At the moment, it's 7:52 in the morning for me here in the UK. And we start at 8, we trade between 8 and 9 using the Academy55 indicators. So a little bit of housekeeping before we start. I'm on Forex Factory and we are looking at Thursday, the February the 8th. And we can see no red flag news. We found that we have to reconfirm this by using the other site. If you go to my Forex, my FX book, and look in the calendar there, we double check that there is no high impact news, because sometimes there are little differences, but we can see no high impact news there. So no red flag news between my trading hours. So that's fine. So we then go on to the charts, and this is what our indicator looks like. And we can look at the chart and look out for points of interest. Now, what I do is I turn it on the hourly. First of all, I turn our indicator off, turn it onto the hourly, then I turn it onto a line chart, because I am looking for points of interest. Where there's points, that's where price likes to think of it as a point. So there's a point there. So there's more than 2 points. I draw it up. So obviously that is a significant area. When price gets to that, so I mark it up. Similarly, here, 1, 2 points, 1, 2, 3 actually points of interest there. So we draw that up, and so on and so forth. Trading for that is in the back office. Then what I like to do is put it on the normal candles. And up here, I'd like to show you, we have a really significant area of imbalance. This was a Friday, non-farm payroll day, created that big area of imbalance, which we know needs to be filled at some stage. We just don't know when yet. So that is a significant area point of interest to look at if during my hour we get anywhere near that price there. So then I'll put it onto the 15-minute, and I note that again we have areas of imbalance on the 15-minute time frame. That is imbalance there, that's imbalance there. We know price needs to get to that at some stage. So they are points of interest. We can maybe find them useful. So we now put it onto the minute time frame. I put our indicator back. There we go. And also at this juncture, we make sure that our MT4 is ready to go, primed. Purple, to make sure that's purple. So you've got a 2-to-1. Your lot calculator is purple. Otherwise, it'll just give you a 0.01 lot, which will be no good. But that means it automatically calculates your lot size. You want for your account balance. Make sure you've got this so you can close And all importantly, I go for 1% a trade. So you can write 1% in there. If you want less than that, you put 0.5, so that's half a percent. But we advocate going for 1%. So that's all good, fine and dandy. Okay, so what we recognize here is for the longest time since the last couple of hours, we have been price has been above the EMA 462 line. So we've been on a buy trend situation. But now it's hugging this line that I drew on the higher time frame. So that sort of gives it an indication of what price is doing. And if you'd have been around earlier on, you may or may not have got into this. I say that because the line went red, but we had a buy, and then we had a short red, but then it went to a buy, and then the paradox was flipped. So that was a bit messy. So you might have been tempted to get into it again for 8 o'clock. So you would have paradox or flipped there, got into it there. Stop loss would be there. Stop loss would be there. And you would have accumulated your 2 to 1 just there. But that's what happened earlier on for 8 o'clock. So if you'd have managed to get that trade, congratulations. Hopefully this is just a watching brief for you now, because we only go for 2% a day. But now we are approaching 8 o'clock. Oh, by the way, also I mark up by going there, getting the vertical line, marking up 8 o'clock and 9 o'clock to remind me that these are the sessions that we're interested in. We are now at 2 minutes to 8, waiting for the 8 o'clock candle to see what happens. We are much too late to get into this trade. So this trade here, so we won't be getting into that again. We have to wait for another buy or sell alert, whatever the case may be. But we got a general feel for what has happening thanks to this EMA line. Above price, we're on a buy trend. Now we're hovering this line. So it's very much make your mind up what the banks and institutions are going to be making their mind up what they're going to do. They've been taking it on a sell, but as we can see from the volume ribbon is going hard, well, starting to curl level out and getting thinner. So the volume for the sell is very much diminishing. But will they decide to get that in balance there? Or indeed, will they go up to these areas here? We don't know, but we just follow our indicators mechanically. Green, 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 buy, red, 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 sell. Paradox are underneath price for a buy. Paradox are overpriced for a sell. But we're getting very mixed signals. But we had a buy alert just went off there. We are indeed at 8 o'clock. So we need to wait for a signal one way or the other. And being on the minute time frame, things can go quite quickly. We like to use TradingView to analyze the chart before we get onto the MT4. Because MT4 it's a bit clunky. I can't do that, for instance, on the MT4, where I can move this around and I can see a lot clearer what is going on. So now we are waiting for the next alert. Whatever it will be. and we will act accordingly, obviously. We suspect maybe a buy alert will happen because it just painted gradually there. So, and then indeed there we got the buy alert. At the moment, we have, so what we'll do is we'll turn it over to our MT4, and indeed there is the buy alert, but the volume ribbon is still red. So we'll put our lines on, and this automatically gets to 2%. If you haven't already done so, please look in your back office. Steve did an excellent video on this trade assistant and the MT4. It's about 30 minutes long, but it's a very, very valuable and in-depth video of what you're seeing here. So go in and watch that video after my session, of course, because we're concentrating on maybe trading. And that shows you what all the buttons do. It's a really fantastic video that Steve did. So congratulations, Steve, for that. And thank you very much from me and the rest of the members in this group. But now we're waiting for, we just started to go green with the volume, and we're waiting for the trend to go green. So I guess we might be in a situation where we can have a trade very, very soon. We're just waiting for the green trend line to go green. This line here, if indeed it will. Notice here we've got bits of imbalance. So stop loss would have to go. The wave also has just started to go green, but we got imbalance there. So I want to put with experience, I want to put my stop loss on the trend line. Well, we'll see how it goes, but the wave has just started to go green. See if I can make this a bit bigger. This is why I like using TradingView, because it's very, very clunky. So indeed, the wave has started to go green. So this is where we put our stop loss in anticipation for a bit of a buy. But I'm waiting for the red trend to go green, which it possibly could do on the next candle. But we've, again, price has shot down to take out that imbalance a bit. It might shoot up again. We'll have to wait and see on that, but we're ready and poised, because things, like I say, on the minute time frame, things can happen fairly fast. So we'll have to wait and see. But I'm there ready, got my stop loss in the right place. If price decides to shoot up again for a buy, I can quickly press buy on the trade assistant. So I'm ready just to see what happens. And now price has come down to decide to wipe out that imbalance candle there. And now we've got a situation where we're going a lot deeper, but the trend kept us out of that because it never did turn green. So we would never be in the sell. And now we've got parabolic SAR and the sell alert. So it's very much mixed signals at the minute. Again, this could be part of the accumulation. So from experience, I would like to see price, if I sort of get into anything, a buy or a sell, I would like to see price break this sort of rectangular box here that we can call accumulation to tell me that a deeper sell or a buy is taking place, because it could come down here now and decide just to accumulate along here. So we'll take this lines thing off at the moment because it's just getting in the way. because we've got a green volume ribbon. So I guess, yeah, we'll put that back on because we've got the sell alert. All I'm waiting for now is the volume. Now, the stop loss now would be going on the trend line, which is there. But that's incredibly, yeah, incredibly close. We're not getting much going on at the moment. The wave has turned red again for a deeper sell. The volume ribbon is still green. So let's see if we can get that, widen that a bit. You go there to widen it. Reverse. We've still got the sell. Stop loss will go there. The volume ribbon needs to turn green, and I need to see price below these shenanigans here. God, this MT4 is incredibly clunky. So there we go, get that up. But we've got lots of indecision going on here. You can tell with the candles, when you get a wick above and a wick below, that is what we call called a doji, which is an indecision candle anyway. So what we're waiting for a shoot down, or it might just continue to trick us around a bit. I'll just pull that up there a little bit so we can, it's easier for it to see. I'm sticking to the MT4 at the minute because, like I say, on the minute time frame, things can happen very quickly, and I want to take advantage of that. So it's a case of quickly, if price does shoot down here, it's very quickly. You've got to put your stop loss to the trend line and press sell and get in anticipation that this volume ribbon is going to go red again, turn red again, because it's flattening out. But price is very indecisive at this time. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens. It's better to be in a trade, looking at a trade wishing you were in, than being in a trade and wishing you were out, if you know what I mean. So I'm thinking this trend line is going to go there. Stop loss is going to go there equal with the trend. And I'm waiting and I'm anticipating that this red candle is going to go whoosh down there, but I've been proved wrong before. So me knowing price the way it acts sometimes. So really, I want to wait for it to what we call break a structure, break this candle here, to prove to me that we are going to go into a deeper sell. Needs to prove itself, and by that time, this volume ribbon is already flattening out. It's going to turn red very soon. All we need is a bit more volume for the sell, and then we could be in the trade. See if I can get this to look better. I appreciate you looking at this, and it's not very clear. Yeah, so I want price to break below this wick here. Tell me a deeper sell is taking place. But at the moment, it's fooling us around. It's very indecisive what it's going to do. So that's okay. We're not in any trade. We're not jumping the gun too much. But we're here, poised and ready. So we wait, I guess. Just a lot of accumulation. 75 to 80% of the time, all Forex pairs, well, all pairs go into what we call accumulation, consolidation. and that happens 75 to 80% of the time. And that is the biggest bugbear with any strategy. You want to see price going in a trending way. And that's what we're doing. We're trying to pick out the mini trends, if anything. Sometimes they're longer than that. But yeah, price is very much deciding what it wants to do. Does it want to come and fill out these imbalances here, or go in for a deeper sell? Again, by knowing all these things, experience is the one thing that we can't teach. We can teach everything else, but 95% of what you're seeing here is mechanical, i.e. red, 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 sell, green, blue, green, green, green for a buy. And now the volume ribbon is going from red to green again. But we've got the red wave. We just have to wait and see what happens. I'm sticking to the Academy55 indicator rather than the trading view because, like I keep saying, because we're on the minute time frame, things can happen really quickly, and I want to be at the forefront of that, obviously, with my buy or my sell, whatever the case may be. But at the minute, we'd have to go for a sell of anything because we've got the sell alert. But again, more accumulation. And now it's take this off, I think. Take that off in a minute. Just again, this is just in the accumulation zone. It's deciding to what take out these imbalance areas on these candles here. Price needs to be equalized, you see. And now we've got the parallels off flip. So the wave has started to turn green. So if anything, we want to see price above this area here for a buy, continuation of the buy. But we're seeing a bit of a mess at the moment. Sideways movement. But we have a recognition of what's going on because of experience. Or you will have once you've done this a number of days. Following the beauty about this Academy55 training is that we are only using one pair EUR USD. So it makes it very, very simple. And also when you've been using EUR USD, you get a feel for price action within that because different Forex pairs have different ways of price action. And if you pick one pair and study it enough, you get a feel for how price within EUR USD can sort of act at particular times of day and how it acts generally. And that is a good thing, really. So you can, because new traders, we always advise pick one pair and then just analyze and trade that one pair to get the feel for it. See what it's doing now is it pushed up there, but it caused imbalance. Now it's coming out to equalize the price action. It's come out to equalize that price action there. So if anything, now we are changing our mind and looking for a buy situation because we've got the green volume ribbon, parabolic off underneath. We've got the green wave, but it's all flattening out. So we haven't got a buy alert anyway, because that saves us the bother of putting the line chart on. But like I said, not a disadvantage, but the one thing about the peculiarity of trading on the minute, as you can appreciate, things can alter very, very quickly. Whereas if you're on the 5-minute, trading on the 5-minute time frame, you've got the luxury of maybe taking a few seconds to act, but it's not like that on the minute. That's why I encourage you to demo as much as you can. Well, we do encourage that anyway. But yeah, this is what we're seeing at the moment. A lot of indecision. We're at 17 minutes past 8 now here in the UK. And if you just joined us, welcome to watching us. We haven't taken any trades as yet, because with experience and what the Academy 55 indicator is telling us, we are keeping out of trades. I think I'll just go over to Trading View and use that one because that's a lot more visual. Nothing happening as yet. And indeed, if we did get a buy alert, I would want to see the trend line turn green. I'd want to see price getting above all this shenanigans here at least, and hopefully above that, to show us that we're having a deeper buy. But now we've gone the other way again. More accumulation, and we might be going on for a deeper sell. It looks like we are actually, so I'm going to turn it over to my MT4 and put my lines on. Reverse that, bring it up there. Remember, I want to see price below here to show me, and we've got the volume ribbon green, so we can't actuate that. The stop loss would go, if the volume ribbon was to turn green, I could put my stop loss there on the trend line or a deeper sell. But the volume ribbon is not green at the minute. Still, sorry, the volume ribbon is not red at the minute. We're waiting for the volume ribbon to turn red. It's green, as you can see. So we can't get into anything at the minute. Although the volume ribbon is flattening out and it could turn red within a couple of candles. Because our last alert was a sell alert. Parallel SAR now is above price. The wave has turned red. Indeed, the volume ribbon has flattened out. The next candle could be a red volume ribbon. Again, stop loss would be on the trend line. We'll have to wait and see. I've got my finger on the button, just in case we decide to go whoosh southwards, downwards for a sell. A short, they also call it a short. But we're in territory now where we're definitely showing signs of a deeper sell taking place. Just waiting for that volume ribbon to turn red for us. But these are lagging indicators. But it could go red at any time. Now the volume ribbon has turned red. I just want to see a little bit more of a push downwards. And then we will be in a sell situation. Right, we can't go into a sell situation because we got a buy candle again. I'm wanting to see price get below the previous candle, the low of the previous candle, for a sell. But the oh God. Hang on, take these lines off. So we're going into yet more accumulation, possibly coming out to wipe out that imbalance on that candle there. Being funny with us today, but that's okay. It can be as funny as it likes. We're not in any trade. And this is live trading. This is what happens sometimes. We still could have a deeper sell. But now trend line is on price now. We want to see trend line above the price. So if I get my line tool back again, reverse that. I want to see price go below that line there to give me not confident, well, give me an extra confirmation that we could be going for a deeper sell. Looks like I'm going to have to anticipate and anytime now I might possibly go for a sell. And indeed, yep, I've gone for a sell now. In hindsight, I might have been reacted too quickly, but I'm anticipating a volume push down now. So we'll have to wait and see what happens. That is yeah, there's only a 2-pip stop loss, which is not, I'm not happy with that really. It's a very aggressive stop loss, so I could be regretting that. But at the same time, I reduced my take profit, my 2% take profit to down here. So hopefully we've got a lot more volume for a sell. We'll have to wait and see on that. And if I'm right, my aggression paid off and we get a 2-to-1 win. Just wait and see on that. I notice a lot from the comments think that this is the actual trade. This is the actual trade here. Again, go and watch Steve's fantastic video that he did on the MC4 Trade Assistant. It's a long video, but it's well worth the watch. So please go and watch that after we've done the live trading if you haven't seen it already. And indeed, I encourage people to watch all the videos at least twice. So, because the first time you will get a feel that you've got some questions. And the second time you see the video, those 95, well, nearly perhaps all of those questions will be answered for you. And anything you still don't know after that, put a support ticket in and we'll try and answer those if you can't find the answer within our Facebook group. This, like I said before, this is for, we're all watching this live for our Facebook, for our Academy55 premium members, our paid members. Everybody else gets to watch this as a recording, but this is part of the benefit of your membership within Academy55. So now we're just waiting. Hopefully we'll get a push, another little push down. and then we'll get our 2%. But price will be what it's going to be. See if I can make this. See, I can. Now I can do. That's a bit better, maybe. Yeah, anti-4 is incredibly clunky. The thing is, I wouldn't be surprised if price comes up to here at least to fill out that imbalance. But it might do that after, hopefully after this push to get our 2%. We don't know. We'll have to wait and see on that. So here we are again. And at this juncture, I would encourage you to, I wonder if I could do this. Do that, do that. Push this in here, like this. Push this in there, like that, right, hang on. And then, move that over there. Then get that up there. Oh, okay. Sorry, picky manipulation here, trying to get you to see the. Hang on, if I move zoom's in the way. No, it's not playing ball. I have to practice this myself, so we'll just stick on where everything's happening, the business ends, we say. So at this juncture, I would encourage people just to walk away, go and make a cup of tea, go back to bed, go to do the shopping, whatever you want. And indeed, if we were lucky enough to win our 2-1, that's you done for the day. So, because otherwise, if you've got a bucket of paint, chuck it over the wall and watch it dry, because this is messing up your mental attitude, basically. There's nothing to gain from watching this. Price, it'll do what it's going to do. Price doesn't care whether you really need this trade to work, so you can finalize your FTMO evaluation challenge, whether this might be the last one, and if you pass it, you pass your evaluation. It doesn't care about that. It's going to do what it's going to do, and all the time you are receiving mental anguish from watching it, biting your nails to the quick, and so on and so forth, or whatever you do, pull your hair out, shout at the screen. All these things have been done before by lots of people who have admitted it to me, which I find really funny, but I try not to laugh when they tell me, because I feel their pain. But it does nothing as far as your trading is concerned. We want you to be like an ice cube. Trade what you see, not what you think. So hopefully we'll get a bit more of a volume push on the downside, and then we've got another successful trade. We're nearly there. Frustrating, isn't it? That's why I encourage people not to watch, because you could be standing on a chair now shouting at the screen, come on, and price is deaf. It's got what do they call it, selective hearing. We put our passion into these things, which is not advisable. So in actuality, we could see accumulation here for some time, picking up the pace again before deciding whether it wants to fill out this imbalance and then head on down or go a completely different way. But now, if you notice, for some considerable time now, price has been below the EMA 462 line. So we are in a temporary sell trend, if anything, although we are experiencing accumulation also. Time is now, we're now 32 minutes into the trade. Not the trade as such. I got in, where did I get in? I think it was, we're about 10 minutes into the actual trade itself. But we're 32 minutes into the session. That's what I meant to say. So more accumulation. And hopefully we'll get a volume burst just to take us that little bit extra for another win. And you see it live here. Go on just a little bit more. Oh, frustrating. Oh dear, there we go. These are things that can happen. We were so near. This is why I hate watching this. Because I am naturally a very passionate person. I like watching football and screaming at the opposition and stuff like that. And this brings out all those traits in me. And like I said before, it's right. There's no point in doing that because Bryce doesn't listen. It doesn't care about that. So why do that? And I hate being passionate at silly o'clock in the morning when I just got out of bed an hour before. Don't need it in my life. So I'd much rather switch the machine off now and go and make a cup of tea, and it'll be what it will be. But obviously we're in this live scenario with you guys watching it. I'm very pleased to be doing that. All watching the same trade, I hope, and just waiting for that final bit of push. If we ever do get there, got visualizations of me here 24 hours time. Come on, a little bit more. No, it doesn't work like that. We'll get a resolution soon, I'm sure, one way or the other. But one more little bit of a volume push, and then another successful trade. Hopefully, that's what I like to say to people. But we will wait and see. Anytime now, come on, just a little bit more push, please. Come on, a little bit more volume. See what I mean? Got me doing it now. God. Oh, why put yourself through this? I don't know. Come on. And there we go. Thank goodness for that. Another successful trade. And there we go. It's going even deeper now for a deeper sell. So there we are, ladies and gentlemen. Hang on. Get rid of that, put that up there. So there we go. And also, as you notice, it filled out the imbalance that we marked up earlier on. So we can remove that now. and we are actually having a deeper sell. So there we go. That's pleasing. Another 2% successful trade. Put that in a journal. And at this juncture, I would also like to talk about the fact that if it was to lose, and you had 2 losers, so you lost 2% in the day, please do not trade anymore. And because we've won 2% on this one, please do not trade anymore today. Come back fresh tomorrow. So thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for watching, and speak to you soon. Cheers for now. Bye.